Okay, we may have take two here. Okay, I think we're actually live this time. I just went through a whole lot of content already in the last like 5 minutes, and you guys got none of that. That's okay. We can start from the top. So, hi, I'm Chris. Renamed the channel recently. That's why you see the EhhChris instead of irritating this. If you were wondering what that was about, that's what this stream is supposed to be. In addition to that, we're going to go over some of the changes that I'm planning for the PlebCraft server in the future. Kind of sucked that the stream didn't start when I told it to. Oh well. Anyway, no volume this time. Really? Okay. Actually, no, there's volume. You're trolling me this time. Okay, so let's just get into the meat of the video. Yeah. Okay, so this time I'm going to start with the channel rebrand, because turns out take two, this is actually probably the more important core concept of the video. Sorry if you heard the dog in the background. He found a chew toy. That is Loki, if you guys haven't met him yet. Anyway, so the reason I wanted to rebrand the channel and move to this username is because the username irritating us is just a username that I had in the past that I got from Instagram platform, I think. And I just kind of stuck with it because it never really mattered. But if I want to continue doing YouTube, then my username needs to be a little easier to remember, a little more discoverable. Point being is that if I put a whole bunch of time and effort into creating content for this channel, maintaining this server, and all the side projects and all the programming effort that goes into maintaining, the creation of content for this server and for the videos that I create from it, then I really need that to start paying off for it. I could do other hobbies, like I do mobile app development on the side. I have my full-time job in addition to this. So if I want to be able to continue to be able to put the time that I want to put into this channel and create new content, then I need for it to start working for me a little bit. And I don't mean necessarily gaining money, but that would be nice, of course. But when you see that like your videos have like 30, 40 views and they don't perform too well, that's not a huge incentive to continue to make that content. And that's not to say that I don't enjoy it and I haven't gotten anything out of it. Certainly I've learned a lot about video editing, search engine optimization in general, the way the YouTube platform works. There's a whole lot of little nuances to it that you don't just start knowing. And I've gained a lot of that, so it's not fair to say that I've gotten nothing out of it, but I certainly would like to see a little bit more payoff from it. So I'm going to rebrand the channel, but as part of that, I'm also going to start expanding the content that I'm creating. So it won't just be the PlebCraft episodes that I was trying to do before. You can see there's only 2 of them. I had stopped on the 3rd one, which was what this project was here, and I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to finish it, and I'll continue to make those videos, but it's not going to be solely what I make. You might see the whiteboard behind me. There's actually a whole bunch of video ideas that I started putting on there that are almost nothing alike to what I had been doing previously. And the reason for that is because if I have, more concepts to work on, then there's less chance that I'll get burned out and much more chance that I'll be able to create more videos before I do get burned out. So you'll start seeing, like, the video that I'm working on right now is visualizing nuclear bomb explosions in Minecraft, and that's an interesting topic that we'll get into when that video actually comes out. But the mods that exist today do not do nuclear devices any kind of justice. So we'll see when that comes out. But the basic idea is that I won't be sticking to the same concepts. I'll still be sticking to Minecraft, but I won't be necessarily sticking to the Let's Play style, mostly because I don't know how much you've seen of my channel, but that doesn't really fit my personality very well. I'm not a super excitable, scream at the screen type person. And I won't fake it for video creation, because that would just be more exhausting than video creation, editing, and all of that process already is. Oh, I can't place that there. So that's the core concept of why I'm rebranding the channel. I just want the channel to be a little bit more discoverable, a little bit more of a, easy to remember username. Maybe that'll start paying some dividends on its own. Because, while of course this is a hobby, it would be great if the hobby also helped me in other ways, or gave me any kind of incentive to continue doing it, because it is a lot of work, and a lot of time, mostly, is the biggest issue. So the changes that we wanted to go over for the PlebCraft server. So the biggest issue with the PlebCraft server and how many months has it been up? I think it started in May of last year. In that time, the biggest issue has been that there has been a lack of like real moderation or any kind of rule set. It's mostly been the Wild West, and when I have to intervene, it kind of sucks because it takes way more time. I have to kind of make up the punishments on the fly. I am the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to figuring out how to deal with people who cause problems. And that's not fair to the people who cause those problems, even though that they're causing problems, but also to me because it takes up a lot more time. And it's partially my own fault. So moving forward, we have a rule set defined, and I did pull that up before, so let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys again with the stream actually started this time. So this is kind of what we've started on. Basic punishments based on what you've been doing, just to prove that, we've been thinking about this kind of thing, and how to handle all the different scenarios that might come up and have appropriate responses to those scenarios. The other change here is that to enforce those rules, instead of it just being me now, we're going to establish an actual staff team. So EhhChris, if you've met him on the server, you may or may not like him. It's okay. He's my friend in real life. He's going to become the lead admin of the PlebCraft Minecraft server, and he is going to not only enforce those rules, but build up his own staff team. So there'll be the one lead admin, that is him. And I'll still be here as the owner, and I'll still pay the bills of the server, manage all the plugins, updates, etc. So nothing will change in that respect. The server will still be around for as long as I can pay for it, which I don't see any issues with. But he will start to enforce those rules and change them as necessary to reflect the community as it grows. And hopefully with some actual rules and some actual people here to not only enforce those rules, but to help people as they join the server, maybe more people will stick around, the community will grow a little bit better. Because if you've played on other Minecraft servers before, you'll know that if you're not going to have a good time because somebody's there to ruin the day for you, then you're probably not going to stick around. Unless it's an anarchy server, it's a completely different thing, but most people don't enjoy anarchy servers. And that's not to say that PlebCraft was an anarchy server. It very much wasn't, but it definitely wasn't moderated in the best way that it could have been. So there'll be the one lead admin, EhhChris, and from there he'll be able to choose 2 admins, and then those 2 admins will be able to choose n number of moderators. Haven't figured out that detail yet. It'll mostly be up to EhhChris from this point. And they'll have to run by like major changes by me before they implement them, but we've already agreed on most of those rules. So that'll be coming pretty soon. We already have the rules defined, and we already have, or at least most of the rules defined, and we already have, EhhChris on board to start enforcing those. In fact, I don't know if he's here already. He might be in the stream. And yeah, sorry, I haven't been watching chat. Here he is no more. It is now EhhChris, or just Chris, because that's easier to say. Anyway, those are most of the core concepts that I wanted to get over. Some of the new content that I have planned is on the whiteboard behind me. I kind of want to do some short illustrations. So, for example, the one that I was working on before, I told you the nuclear explosions visualized in Minecraft. I also kind of want to do, I saw a video a while back that was, showing the comparison of, the top 1%'s wealth visualized, right? I thought that might be kind of cool to do in Minecraft. And so I'll still be doing, like I said, Minecraft videos, but exploring a variety of wide topics, so that I don't get burned out, and so that I have a much more variety of projects that I can start and stop on as I want. Because that's one of the problems I have, is that I will start a project, be really enthused about it right when I start, and then after about 3 days of working on it nonstop, I'll get bored of it, and I will move on to the next thing. And that doesn't just include Minecraft, that includes a lot of other technical projects that I've started on. So this way I'll be able to start and stop on different, like, video essays that are done and illustrated in Minecraft, or explanations, or maybe even just topics that we want to talk about on a live stream. But it'll keep me from doing just the challenges, and I'll still do those. I need to get the next one set up for that. but just a much more variety of topics. Hello, Doge. Oh, what is this? Doge Ultra Apple. That is an enchanted golden apple. Wow. Okay, thank you. I think I only have one of these now. Appreciate that. So yeah, if you guys had any questions, we can go over those. But otherwise, I will probably continue streaming for another 15-20 minutes, and then I'll clip this video, maybe edit it just a little bit because I got off topic a lot. And then it'll go up on the channel as its own thing to refer to later if you want, or if you weren't around for the stream. In the meantime, I will continue to work on this build that I have not worked on in, I think, a couple months now. So some other updates that should come to the Minecraft servers. We need to... So today I updated all the plugins. So if you... Actually, I broke the Townie name updater. Okay, I'll fix that. There was a PvP issue with the 1.16.5 update. We fixed that. That turned out to be a Townie problem. Everything's stable on the latest version now, so you should be okay to join. The heads plugin that was on before also broke. We fixed that. But there's also other plugins that we wanted to add beforehand that I never got around to. So... And I can't promise when these will be done because I still have to go through and actually vet the plugins for it. But we wanted to add cosmetics to the server. And in contrast to how other Minecraft servers do it, buying it with real money, it'll just be another economy sync that you'll use your diamonds to pay for. But I need to figure out which plugins I want to use for it. And yes, Galaxy Door, I'm planning on moving into a more... Well, so sometimes. So I'll do some long form video essay content, but illustrated through Minecraft, and some just regular gameplay. It'll be kind of more of a variety, right? So I'll do my normal videos that I was doing before occasionally, and then occasionally I'll do like a video essay on a topic, and then occasionally I'll do like a visual illustration, maybe a really short video. I don't expect the atomic bomb video that I'm working on to be a super long video. That'll be maybe like 3-4 minutes, right? But the idea of it being that you can visualize a very real topic in Minecraft with, you know, blocks. So the premise of that one being that, you know, every block in Minecraft is represented by a single meter, or that's the measurement that Minecraft provides. And there's about 1,600 meters in a mile, roughly 1,609. And we know the approximate range of damage that happened in, like, for example, Hiroshima and Nagasaki with the little boy and Fat Man bombs. So if you take that range of damage, it's about a mile radius, so 2-mile diameter circle, from the point of impact, you get, you know, roughly a circle with a diameter of 3,200 blocks. 3,218 blocks. So everything within that radius would be absolutely, completely destroyed, with the exception of like stronger concrete reinforced buildings, which we don't really have a concept of in Minecraft. So if you look at like mods that implement those nuclear bombs as like an item, they always just make a giant crater, but it's nothing like the actual destruction of a nuclear bomb. It's not, you know, 3,200 blocks of a crater. And then beyond that, those bombs have an even wider range of 3 miles of heavy destruction. So it'd be like a decaying destruction as opposed to just, you know, a giant hole in the ground. So that's the idea with that video, is to try and demonstrate that a little bit, which has turned out to be pretty difficult, right? That's a huge area, which is why these mods never did it to true scale. But we'll try our best. Have to put the dog somewhere else when I do live streams in the future. It's quite noisy. Sorry for all that. All right, well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it there and go have some dinner. But I wanted to give you guys kind of an update on where the server is gonna go, as well as where the channel is gonna go. very quick update, and then I will clip this a little bit and put it up on the channel later in case you missed the core concept. And maybe do a little bit of editing to get to the point a little faster. All right, thanks guys. Bye.